Welcome back to the Contact Coach. If you're looking for official merchandise from your favourite Six Nations teams, visit worldrugbyshop.com. It's been pretty well documented Wales are having their defensive issues, so in this video I'm just going to look at a little bit more detail why this might be the case. So this video is going to show the last three games between France, Scotland and Ireland, and what you're going to notice is that Wales are really going to go for this high tackling technique to try and get under the ball, essentially the choke tackle. And this tackling technique does have its benefits. So if the ball is taken in by the attack, it's held up and it goes to ground by no foul play, Wales do not have to roll away. They can stay there and they can win the ball back through the scrum. And you can see they do it really well a couple of times against Scotland. They get under the ball, they hold it up, a maul is called, it's unplayable, they get the ball back. Similar here against Ireland, they get the double tackled in, they don't quite get to keep them all up, it becomes a tackle, but they can get up on their feet, good counter-ruck, turnover play. So this does have its merits. But also does come with some vulnerability, so you can see a really well set defence here. Wales decide to go high, but players like Fakatawa can keep that ball alive, they can get the offload in and the ball is away and they're under pressure. Also, you can give away penalties if you don't fall correctly. So you can see Beard here, he falls, he's slowing the ball down. It's just easy penalties given away at crucial times of the game. So this is 7-6 going into the last quarter. You don't need to be giving away penalties here. Similarly, you can see that Watkins has went for that choke tackle. He's got himself on the wrong side of the ball and it gives the referee no choice but to call the penalty when Wales were in control of that situation. And the choke tackle tends to be much more effective when it's slow attacking ball and the defence have got numbers around. But if you look on this occasion, you've got Tompkins at 12 and Davies at 13. It's 2 passes away from the ruck and that's got Olivon running at pace. Now you just look at the physics of Olivon and you've got Tompkins and Davies on the back foot. They still go for the double tackle, they both go high for the choke tackle, and it's just, they're not going to win that battle. Then because of momentum, Davies falls the wrong side of the ball, really easy penalty to give away, 21-16 becomes 24-16. Again against France, so from a dominant position, Wales are in a good place here, no real threats from France. Rhys Webb this time, he just goes high. He could have chopped him down, he's got Davies there for the jackal, but he goes high, Davies goes high, and that's really soft yards to give away because France can now just keep that momentum. Now, even though that didn't look like a big deal and France aren't going anywhere, what it does, it damages Wales's ability to organise effectively. So because of the quick ball, Tompkins is staying inside 2 second rows. And he's one of Wales's most important defenders. As a centre, he can control what's going on, make defensive reads in the wider channel. However, what's happened, because of the 2 second rows there, France spot this, so Fico gets the ball and then it's out to Intermac, and it's only one winner between Intermac and Corey Hill on a foot race, who finds an edge, try. This clip is similar in the sense that Jonathan Davies in the wider channel, who's normally such a reliable defender, he goes high. Now granted, this is from a turnover scrum, but a player of his calibre would usually go low, chop him down, and then it gives Halfpenny a chance for potentially a jackal or even slow the ball down. But he goes high, and the accumulative effect that has is Ireland are now in the ascendancy. And because they can keep front foot ball, they really put Wales under pressure. So even though Wales get the tackle in, they now pick on the prop who's eager to make a tackle. He gets himself offside, penalty, under advantage. Now Ireland don't score, but they do get the 3 points, and it just pushes the game further and further away from Wales. And under Edwards, you could always rely on Wales of pressing together as a team. Now, they're in a very dominant position here against Scotland. Scotland are on an edge. They can only go 2 places, over the top or back in field. They come in field. But because they're not aligned, this is an easy win at international level, making those tackles. But they just leave those little dog legs, what puts Scotland in the front seat here. And here's another example of how Wales have got themselves in a strong position but undo their work because they're just not on the same script right now. So strong position, Faletau flies out of line, Davies is left behind, there's a little gap. Now on another day, Stuart Hogg probably gives a little dummy there and he's under the post. Now Wales get away with it, but you can see how they're starting to be stretched. Similar here, they've done well, they've slowed the ball down, the choke tackle close to the ruck is working. They're in a strong position, but they're just all over the place in terms of their line speed. We're on different wavelengths, gaps appear. Now they find a little edge. Ireland are in the ascendancy, and they're lucky here that Ireland didn't capitalise because there's space on that left hand side. Now my final clip. I think this is a really good example how Wales are just on a different wavelength right now. You've got Pivac, who's absolutely flying up with Faletau on his outside. You've got Tompkins, who is staying inside. He hasn't rushed up as hard. A little sidestep, great play and great line from Faletau inside the Dupont. Tries. You didn't often see that under Shaun Edwards. Thanks for taking a look. As ever, visit thecontactcoach.com for more. Please like, share and be part of a discussion.